Hey there, creative souls. Welcome to another episode of Tea and Toasties, where the only thing brewing is our conversation, and the toast is just our hot takes on life.
That's right. I'm Rich, and joining me as always is my partner in creative crime, Sabrina.
Hello.
We're here to spill the tea, minus the actual tea, of course, and dive into the minds of creatives everywhere.
Today, we're diving into the whirlpool of inspiration, dissecting what makes creatives tick, and sharing a bit of our own artistic chaos.
And as usual, we'll be unpacking what's happening in our lives right now. Because let's face it, folks, life is the ultimate muse.
So grab your metaphorical mugs and cozy up, because it's time for some real talk about creativity, inspiration, and a sprinkle of everyday magic.
So let's get this creative party started.
Let's get it started, guys.
So, obviously not our normal intro. What was that?
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Something was just a little off about that, wouldn't you say?
Do you think people might realize that was a little off?
That was a bit off because it was AI. Dun, dun, dun.
We've let AI into our lives.
We have. It's infiltrated.
So, you prefer this one or our normal? Or our normal?
Yeah, I think we'll stick with the normal, but we figured we would do that for today's episode intro, because today we're going to be talking about all things AI. Specifically how it affects our line of work, how it helps our line of work, all things.
Big old subject. That's a little teaser into what we're going to be talking about, the meat and potatoes of AI and how it affects creatives specifically.
Yeah. Just our experience with AI.
Our experience.
Oof, it's affecting everyone in different ways, positively and negatively.
Right. It's not going anywhere, is it?
Nope. Just getting started.
So that's what you can expect from this ep. It's, AI'd.
We promise the rest will be us, 100%.
Just us, promise.
Go ahead.
Go on. What's up?
I was going to say first, I think we need to get a bit of housekeeping.
Housekeeping?
Out of the way.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Oh, hello. Do not disturb.
Housekeeping.
Occupied. First thing, last episode, we were talking about a few things there. We were maybe wrong on.
Yeah.
Me specifically.
No, we don't mind.
We don't know fuck all, as you said.
So yeah, we thought we'd do a little bit of housekeeping and just walk that back a little bit. So and get the facts, right?
Get the facts. So first of all, yes, the Earth revolves around the sun.
Never.
No.
What?
Not the other way around.
Is the Earth, I heard it was flat. Is that true?
Right. So I guess maybe it
Have
doesn't move at all.
Up?
Yeah.
Is it just, what's it doing?
So the fake news of it is that the Earth revolves around the sun. Hate to tell you.
Okay. All right.
Which I knew I knew this.
You knew these things.
But still. Because I know that the Earth spins and then it spins around the sun, and that's a year, all that jazz.
I don't, yeah, you informed me, so thank you.
Great. Okay, and then...
What else? Was there more?
There was more. There was
other stuff we didn't know.
The pronunciation of salsa.
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 Okay, how do we pronounce salsa?
Let's just play. Let's just play the pronunciation of salsa.
Alexa, how do you pronounce salsa?
Let's see.
Let's dive into today's word, salsa, which means sauce in Spanish. Let's say it all together. Salsa. One more time. Salsa.
So it was kind of, salsa is kind of correct.
It's kind of, it seems like it's a little bit of both going on.
It's a bit of both if you have the accent.
A good saucy mix. Can I get some salsa? So salsa is the sauce.
Yeah.
But when I'm going to, so it's still salsa classes, dance classes. It's not salsa.
Oh, interesting. Stay tuned next episode.
We'll get back with that one.
So yeah, I think that's it.
It's not too messy.
No, I think those are the only two things.
Okay. That was a quick bit of housekeeping. We're done. Thank you.
We're done. Thanks for listening.
All right. So we'll try, who knows? I like the fact that we left that in actually on last week's ep. I think that was very brave.
So brave of us.
Yeah, so brave. to admit our ignorance, right?
Oh, yeah. And like,
I mean,
that's what I said on last episode, why we cut that original teapot question about no money, what that looked like. I was like, I'm so ignorant on the subject, straight up. Like, I don't feel like I should be the one speaking on it or giving advice.
Yeah. I think that's brave to, first of all, admit that you don't know something, right?
Oh, yeah.
I like to say I'm a little bit ignorant on that subject. I mean, ignorance, it's...
bliss.
Ignorance is bliss, right? You've heard that.
It really is.
Now, is it really?
Yes.
Is it?
I think so.
Why?
These days.
Go on.
It's just imagine not knowing all the things other people know or thinking the way that they do.
Yeah.
Living blissfully, because you just can. I don't have the choice to live blissfully. I know too much.
So you're saying by knowing what you know or knowing, would you prefer to go full ostrich?
I wouldn't prefer it.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
But I do think there is some truth to ignorance is bliss.
I'm not so sure.
Really?
Really?
Well,
I used to think so.
I made a post where I said something recently about how I wish I could be ignorant and think that billionaires cared about me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it seems a lot of people do think that. And if you think that, you're ignorant. And they seem pretty blissfully just happy with their life and their decisions and their choices. Because to me, there's no other logic besides that's what you think. And I don't know. Seems pretty blissful to me.
Blissful, yeah, but they're not living. Sorry, I think we've gone there, but we're not living. They're not living in any kind of reality. If they're willing to go full ostrich, head in the sand, and just sort of la 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 la, I'm not hearing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. They're ignorance. It probably comes from ignore.
Yeah.
To ignore stuff and not open yourself up to the information that's out there. Then. Okay, ignorance is bliss, but I think first of all, with ignorance, admitting that you're ignorant is the first step to then opening yourself up to understanding more, like gaining more knowledge. And I think with the knowledge, then you can make better decisions, informed decisions, and then maybe your brain thinks in a different way, that then you're open to hearing other people's perspectives.
Oh, yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, but I think to admit that you're ignorant is the first step.
It's also like a prison.
A prison, for sure.
It's no way I want to live.
No.
That's for sure.
It's not reality, I don't think.
No, and like you said, there's so many benefits to learning and to expanding the way you think. And I could never do that. But I think some people, they know it and they like it and they choose to stay.
Oh, it's comfortable.
It's comfortable. It's safe.
Okay.
Because this doesn't just apply to kind of worldly issues. It applies to everything.
Yeah.
And some people, I've seen so many women who are like, oh, I would have rather not known my husband was having an affair. That brought up things I didn't want to deal with. Now I have this issue I have to deal with. I would have rather just not known.
Right.
And I could never live that way. I need to know.
Right.
But some people, they'd rather not know than to have to deal with knowing.
Deal with the problem, with the issue. So there's probably degrees to it.
Yeah.
But then maybe once you get into that mode of I don't want to know, then maybe that bleeds into everything.
Everything, yeah.
All of the aspects of your life. It's just
you're not forced to do anything that hard or think about anything tough.
Yeah.
Everything's just easygoing. Yeah, which some people choose that route, which I guess is fine, but actually not really fine with the state of the world right now.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
You can't do it anymore, I don't think.
Not right now, not
Hence
in
why we're
today's
talking
climate.
about this.
Yeah,
we said we weren't going to.
But it comes up.
Kind of have to, I think.
I found recently that, we could be talking about something, anything. And then because of the current climate, it tends to find its way into that conversation at some point. And you're like, how did we get into that? I didn't want to get into that.
I know.
But it's there. It's in your face. You can't get away from it. Yeah. And
it's more of a study on just humans and how they think and act and
how we deal with things.
And society. And it's a bunch of things all in one big thing.
It is interesting. I'm of the point of view that I do like to question.
Yeah.
I like to question myself. I like to challenge myself in how I'm thinking and not get stuck into familiar patterns.
Yeah, for sure.
That maybe served you at one point. Yeah, that got me so far in life. But I think it's easy just to settle in on that. But I think if you want to progress, and for me as a human, I think, for me, progression and growth is really a huge part of being human.
Yeah.
So that I think at that point you do have to question.
Yeah.
Continually ask yourself questions. I think instead of ostrich mode, perhaps meerkat mode.
Oh, I like that.
Those little fellas that pop up and they're hypervigilant.
They're usually underground, but then they pop up every once in a while.
Say, ooh, what's going on? Or is there a nice balance between ostrich and meerkat? I don't know. What little animal is that?
I'm going meerkat though. I quite like them. They're so cute.
They are cute.
Any freaking ways.
Look at that. We always us. I don't know. We start off on something and then head off in another direction. Goes somewhere. So we'll bring it back a little bit.
Bring it back.
Where were we?
Is there any ketchup you want to get into?
Well, the ketchup, the mustard,
the lettuce,
the burgers. Oh, what, from last episode or?
Just from, I guess we've talked a fair bit since then. I've seen you. We've done work.
Yeah, I saw your innie yesterday, by the way, at work.
How was she?
She was good. She had a good day at work. She says hi, by the way.
Wow, okay.
And she worked really well. She came up with a brand new design.
True, yes.
And funnily enough, that also ties back into the whole AI thing, doesn't it?
Ooh, yeah. Right? Oh, yeah.
Because
let's just get into it. I think.
your innie has been working on a new collection.
Yep.
And by the way, if someone's not watching Severance,
what the hell?
We're not talking innies and outies belly buttons.
No.
This is innies and outies Severance. If you haven't watched it,
Apple TV.
Yep.
It's who has Apple TV, right? We do, just for Severance.
Exactly.
Get it for this season. Watch season 1 if you haven't. It's one of the best shows on TV right now.
Yes. Oh, and another Severance reference. I walked in today with your Severance balloons.
So funny. The Severance balloons. We'll be using those for something you'll hear.
Yeah, you should.
Shortly.
Yeah, a little teaser. You should hear that today. We've got some Severance balloons and we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. You'll see those Severance balloons on the Instagram post.
Yeah. So the AI, back to that.
Yeah.
You've been working on a new collection of items for Alphabet Art Photos.
Yeah, we're branching out a bit. How do I even explain this? We are mixing AI with our own brains in a way. It's just, I hate to say it, it just really does make it easier sometimes. Quicker.
It really does.
We don't need to spend so much time thinking of stuff. Yeah. So for example, we're doing a storybook art print and it's a book open to a page of a story, a children's story about anything. And we have these animals. So a lion cub, for example, and then behind him is the story of his story about him, a lion cub.
Yeah.
So we used AI.
We did. We pulled
write the story.
Well, yeah, we actually all those elements that you see. What we'll do is we'll post a picture of this creation that we've come up with because we printed it yesterday. Also, it's basically for a nursery decor.
Yeah, it'll
hang up in a nursery, and it's dead cute. We now have this at home, so perhaps we'll do a little giveaway too, or something like that.
We do have it.
Yeah. So, what are we can do with it?
Yeah, so I know.
We'll post a picture of it. Go check it on the Instagram, and we'll work out some way to give that away to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pulled in elements from other creatives who obviously had used AI themselves, right?
Right. Yeah. We got pictures of sleeping animals. We got a bunch of animals, but this one specifically is sleeping animals from a seller online. And looking at it, you can't tell it's AI.
Because what happens with AI sometimes?
And then, but this person, in the description said AI was used as a base, and then I went in and edited and tweaked and made sure there were no extra limbs and weird things going on.
3 eyeballs and an ear in their stomach and stuff like that.
But we ordered some other ones before we ordered these and did not notice the AI insanity that was going on.
We ordered some Noah's Ark things, didn't we?
Yes. And it was, I think, 10 different images of different styles of Noah's Ark. From afar, looks like Noah's Ark.
Oh, it looked like it to me. Yeah, until you messaged and you'd sent a video over saying, I zoomed in, check these out.
Yeah, I started working on an item using them and immediately noticed it was insane.
It really was.
We couldn't use any of them.
No.
There were animals that I had never seen in all my days.
Yeah.
Some of them looked like Pokemon. Some of them had just like human faces. Some just had like 2 dots for eyes and a smiley face, like an emoji.
Oh, what was that one? The giraffe. Cross between a horse and giraffe.
It was a horse.
Giraffe with no neck.
Yeah, it was a horse.
Yeah.
But with a giraffe print. They forgot to stretch out the neck on that one.
They didn't stretch the neck.
There was like, one thing that had something growing out of its stomach, and it wasn't a kangaroo. It was like some other animal. Just insane stuff. We'll definitely be attaching photos of those because those are hilarious.
Hilarious. That is the sort of thing. We couldn't put that on in a nursery. That would give the kid nightmares,
exactly.
Right?
And like, we're fine with AI. It's a thin line, isn't it?
Very much.
And we're not going to sell just AI shit.
No.
So we're like, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Cannot do that.
But that's cautionary tale of trying to incorporate AI into what you currently do. And it's just, it's such a relatively nascent kind of technology. It feels like it's been around for longer than it has. It's not really been around that long, has it?
Yeah, it kind of has. I think it came into in
the mainstream.
Yeah, and it's rapidly gotten better.
It's exponentially growing. Mm-hmm. You probably use AI on some apps and programs that, you didn't know at first.
Yeah, I try not to. I try to only use AI at work for things like this, like we were discussing, and then like newsletters.
Yeah.
Because we used to spend so much time and effort just typing up an entire newsletter and thinking like, okay, what do these people want to hear? What's the tone? Mm-hmm. What are we selling? And then, you have to get into selling mindset and all these things. So AI for that is great. Get it out there.
It's a time saver.
They know what to do. They know the words to use to accomplish what we need in a quick manner. Right.
You were doing newsletters before yourself and you would spend quite a few hours just composing. What do I want to say here? Mm-hmm. And then we would work together on it a little bit and then we'd form this newsletter.
And it's not how either of us talk.
No.
It's just, it would just be a lot of effort to get in that tone.
So now these days you can, ChatGPT, you can just give them a few prompts and say, I want this tone. I want to incorporate this. You guys know how it works. And then it spits out very quickly.
Yep.
It's almost instant, right?
Yeah.
And it gives us our newsletter and we use it as a framework. We don't just,
for sure.
We tweak, edit, use it as a base.
Yeah.
And
like,
I think that's key,
that's a
right?
good idea.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about that or use what they did. Yeah. For sure. A base.
Yeah.
We used it for the theme song. We talked about this, I think, on the first episode or something.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit.
Yeah, we're compiling a little video, a little behind the scenes of that song. Maybe we'll include a bit of the AI song in there. Who knows?
I was thinking that, why we could do A versus B.
Yeah.
And have the...
Imagine everyone's like, I love the AI better.
I know. But I've heard things about AI, especially with music, that it's obvious. You can tell which is an AI composed piece of music versus a human piece of music. But what they did is they had an audience and they ran a test and they had so many that were AI and then some that were human composed. And then they asked the audience which ones they preferred.
Yeah.
And of course, the audience were biased in the way that they wanted to know.
Yeah.
They wanted to say, yes, the human one is the one I favor. Because, if you think about the human music and lyrics, they generally, they're an expression.
Yeah.
Expression of self, expression of your own creativity.
Uh-huh.
So there's usually emotion behind it.
Yeah.
So the audience, they ended up going for the AI.
Right.
Which they said, this one has the most emotion behind it, which I found curious. Yeah.
I have a theory. AI, they just pull from everything.
Yes.
That exists.
Yeah, they're not inventing anything.
No, so they're pulling from other things that people already like.
Exactly.
And things that are going to appeal to more people. Where if it's just a song written by one person or a couple people, then it will still relate to people, but maybe not everyone. You know, they have to relate to that certain experience or that one emotion that's being portrayed. Where AI is more appealing to the mass. That's kind of why, like, No Tea, No Shade.
Yeah.
The most popular music is what people call basic, but that's the point. It's appealing
to the masses. It's not a niche. Yeah. I mean, so AI essentially is like an aggregation of what's already out there, right?
Yeah.
It's what humans have already created, and it's online in digital format. And then AI is basically drawing on all of that, and making what it assesses as like this perfected piece.
Right, but this is where it gets the bad part, right? When I did the AI song, I only did it because this was early days of the podcast. We just had the basic idea for the podcast, essentially. Yeah. And I just wanted something. I'm like, I need to hear what a theme song could sound like. Get this like ball rolling. And so I did it, and then I wasn't expecting anything good to actually come out of it. And it spit out amongst many other songs. This one song that was just too catchy.
Yeah, so catchy.
And of course, I didn't want to use an AI song.
You pushed back on that initially.
I did, especially, I mean, dating a musician.
Sure.
I was like, this
and
feels...
you love music. You know, you're banging to music.
And I'm well aware of the, the downsides of AI with creatives and taking jobs and doing
we'll get
things
into
like
that as well. Yeah,
so I was like, I can't.
I know
this feels
wrong. It felt dirty, right?
Yes. Yeah. So what I did instead which is what I think is the flip side that people are doing, or how you should use AI in this way. We used it as a base for the idea, took it to Aaron, and he entirely re-recorded the whole song. So none of that song is AI.
Right.
It's all Aaron. It's all us singing on the track.
Yeah.
It just stemmed from an AI inspired.
And that's I think you've hit the nail on the head. That's how, there is a lot of pushback from creatives.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so, because this, AI has basically just infiltrated the creative space.
Yeah.
And it's like a paradigm shift. I mean, paradigm shift in how humans in all aspects, but when you look at the creative space, creativity is something that humans like, it's their expression.
Yeah.
It's what separates, makes us human, our creativity, right?
Yeah.
And then for AI to just get in there and suddenly start to step on toes, it brings up a whole, not just ethical questions, but brings up a lot of just questions like, so if an AI can do this to us in this space, where does it leave us? Redundant?
Yeah, this is one of my fears. I need to come back to that, but I think this is a good representation of just humans in general. We want these days, we're looking for the easiest way, the cheapest way, the quickest way, the most productive way.
Yes.
And as much as we want to push back, us, for example, as creatives, at the end of the day, sometimes we're going to choose the easiest, quickest, cheapest way.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the music, the painters, the artists, these little animals we have.
Yeah.
No one painted those. But then realistically think about it, having to pay an artist, having to wait for them. Because we've done that before as well.
Yeah, we've used Fiverr,
We use Fiverr all the time.
Fiverr's a great place.
Fiverr is amazing, yes. So there's that weird, balance.
Yeah. Balance, back to that word.
Yeah.
If we could just have balance in so many aspects of our life. But definitely in this realm of creativity, you've probably got to ask yourself as a creative, what is your purpose? Why are you creating? Is it for you? Or are you creating to produce a massive work? Are you just outputting? Do you want to make a living out of this? What is your purpose for creating?
Right.
First of all.
And then there's us as people who sell things. We know a lot of people unfortunately do not care. We know people will buy AI stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll do it sometimes, We don't think other people have the same, whatever you want to call it, morals as we do. So then we also have to play into that too.
Yeah.
You have to put your own stuff aside sometimes. And then there's also another space, but same thinking with like eco-friendly things. We've
Right.
gone down that path.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
as sellers and people who make things, it's
Yeah.
expensive
It is.
to go that route.
Yes.
So you have to pick and choose.
Pick and choose, yeah.
We'll get the recycled this, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
maybe not, because it's just not worth the payout in the end.
Right. Pick your battles, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, AI is not going away.
No.
It's not going anywhere. So for me, I feel it's kind of like it's a tool.
Yeah.
Let's make use of it.
Uh-huh.
And as a creative, with the alphabet photography that we've been doing for, nigh on 15 years,
Exactly.
we've expressed ourselves, our creativity through our own photography.
And that's fully you guys.
And that's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Now, AI on the scene, like you just said, there's another market. And if for whatever, economic reasons or whatever, and you've got to explore another way to perhaps hit a different demo or a wider demo, expand your reach,
Yeah.
then for me, it's something that we've used in different aspects of the business because it does the heavy lifting, right?
Yeah. And like what we've talked about in previous episodes, you have to weigh the time and effort it takes to create something.
Yeah.
Is it worth putting all this time into? Sometimes no, sometimes yes. And that's the perfect balance we've found with some of these new items is it's worth the time to create them and it's not worth that much time to create them. So the AI comes in and meets us in the middle.
Yeah.
Also, we're not just pulling something entirely AI and then just printing it. There's still creativity that goes in to designing the actual product. We thought of the idea,
Yeah, the concept,
the book,
yes.
and the words. I
Yes.
typed,
Yes.
put all those words in there, and then choosing the font,
Yeah.
and then placing the animal in there, and we there's still a lot of creativity that goes into it.
Absolutely. We used it as, we had this vision ourselves. So we brainstormed, which is how we work. We'll brainstorm an idea. And for the elements, the assets, the actual creative, the visual part that all works together that you'll see in the end piece is we said, right, well, we're thinking of this. This is how we want it to look. And so we want that element, that element, that element. We want a written word. We want, what do you call that?
Painting.
Generative image. We'll get one of those and we want to pop it onto a book style. And, that we had
the image.
We had the vision in our head of how we wanted it to look. Now, we could have gone away and found a book and take a picture of it. We could have painted a picture of a furry animal.
Which neither of us can do.
Yeah. Or we could have written a story about this. We could have done all that. How long is that going to take?
Just
forever.
Not worth.
So we incorporated AI as a co-pilot, if you like.
Yeah.
A very able co-pilot to help us out with the heavy lifting. I think it's like a collaboration, if you like, but it frees up our brains, our time.
Yeah.
To then move on.
Yeah.
Get this done, in a very
Productive
reasonable
way.
time. Yeah. But much quicker than it would normally have taken.
For sure.
And then it frees up ourselves to be creative and then to think of other things. I think it's inspirational.
Yeah, definitely. Give you all kinds of ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, that day we were in here doing the song, it was so fun.
So fun.
Yeah, like we wouldn't have had that and without the AI song.
Yeah.
I was excited about it. Aaron had fun.
Yeah.
We all had fun. It was,
I'd love to, we're going to get Aaron on, but I'd love to really get his thoughts about that as a musician, someone who writes, someone who produces.
He thought the whole thing was kind of just funny.
Okay.
End of the day, we redid it. So
yeah,
he's all happy in the end.
It was inspiration, right? He took the original sound, listened to it, processed it, and he's like, yeah. And then he recreated that sound in his way to produce our very catchy It's Always in Your Head song
exactly.
off of Tea and Toasties, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's in there.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out of my head.
Yeah. And of course, it had some hilarious lyrics that were just off the wall, and we got rid of those.
We got rid of those.
Everything except Tea and Toasties.
Tea and Toasties.
But back to kind of something you had said a few minutes ago with where does that lead us? AI, is it redundant? Does it make us redundant?
Okay, yeah.
This is my fear. First of all, it's the balance, right? Like I see the negative side of AI, but then I also use it for various reasons. And it's like, where's that balance? But I do think it could make us redundant because like everyone's using AI, and if AI is pulling from the same past experience, then is everyone just the same? We were talking yesterday about the email AI.
Yeah.
Gmail has some new AI feature where you can turn your basic email into a fancy email.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but then everyone loses their voice.
Yeah, personality behind the words.
Yeah, everyone just sounds like
The
a little
same.
AI
Yeah.
robot
Yeah.
person. And
Yeah.
that's, I don't know, like back to the ignorance kind of thing, I guess. It's some people are okay with that. Some people aren't. I don't know. It does kind of scare me a bit.
On your point there, do you think that, I mean, there's so many pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
You're saying you could lose that personality and like anyone and everyone can now do this. Do you think it's definitely made producing art more accessible? Before you maybe had to have, you could have had a lot of learning. You could have mastered your skill, your art. And now, is it now with the help of AI that anybody can produce something?
Yeah, but I think that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
Because I think that's why we love artists. Because they can do this thing that not everyone can. They have this eye, this brain, this skill.
That they've honed and perfected.
If everyone, because it's not the same. I used to say when I was big into photography, everyone with an iPhone just thinks they're a photographer.
Right.
They're not. There's a big difference.
Yeah, you
there.
got to have that.
And the editing and all the things like and knowing what settings to have your camera on and what lens to use, all these things.
All the things.
That is what separated that. And this is similar to me. It's like you're not an artist if you're using AI.
No,
I don't think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's definitely not. No, because you're just pulling on what's already out there, what someone else has already created, basically.
Yeah, it's like auto-tune for music, too.
Yeah.
You're not a singer.
No.
If you're using this tool to help you.
It's a tool. I think it can be used inspirationally. I think what we're seeing directly, how it's affected us as online shop owners on Etsy, is that Etsy is saturated.
Oh, yeah. Back to what you said, you got to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, look at any store that people love, the Hobby Lobby, all those with the wall decor, which is what we sell.
Yep.
Most of it is AI stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, if they're doing it and people are buying it, we might as well too, instead of spending all this time and effort, just play the game.
Yeah. I mean, we've expressed our creativeness through our photography, but for a business that also wants to explore other avenues, make money, pay the bills, and AI is not going anywhere. For us, it seemed like a creative evolution. And I think that's what AI is becoming in our space. You could look at it as creativity that's evolving, and it's kind of almost like a marriage between human and robot to form something new. And what I do hope is that it allows us to focus more on imagining things, the ideas behind everything. It's different for different folks because, somebody who paints oil painting or something like that, AI can't recreate that.
Right.
And a fiber artist.
Yeah.
AI can't do that. Because it's physical.
Yeah.
They're producing something physical.
Or pottery.
Pottery, physical tangible piece of art.
Yeah.
But for digital art,
is different. And I do think a lot of people, you're included in this, but mostly younger people can tell the difference between AI and non-AI.
Yeah.
If you're internet savvy, you can spot it.
Right.
Usually. So then you can choose, well, do I want to buy this knowing it's AI or not?
Yeah. That's a very good point, is that you've got choice.
Yeah.
Do you think then, there's a whole ethical thing, but do you think AI needs to be regulated more?
God, probably. I don't know. Because then there's that whole other side of AI that doesn't really relate to us with like the tech world, and people are afraid because AI literally means artificial intelligence, right? So like robots, are we gonna where's that path gonna go? And
who knows?
Is that scary? And are they gonna take over the world? All those things. Yeah. I don't know much about that side.
Right.
But
robot dogs.
Yeah. I don't know if it needs to be regulated. I mean, I think definitely, right? Because I've said this before with the kids in school and in college and stuff, using AI for papers or for whatever. I think they're putting stuff in place to stop that.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in school, you had to submit through a certain site that would check cross-reference. I guess this was kind of an AI. It was cross-referencing everything.
AI checking AI.
Yeah, making sure you weren't plagiarizing.
Right.
It had to go through this thing first. So I'm sure that they're developing something to stop AI. But my fear with that is also like I go to the doctor in 7 years and it's some kid who went through college using all AI. Like, do you actually know what's going on here? Or like any degree can just be an AI made degree. Because I think that's my fear with AI is it's a great tool, but we as humans have shown time and time again, we will always go the easy way out.
Do you think it's going to make us dumber?
Yeah, and we can't afford that, I fear.
We're already pretty dumb.
we always use the easy way out. And
that's default.
It sucks.
We do.
Yeah.
We always go the easiest route.
Yeah.
It takes way more effort to go the hard path. Tea and Toasties is supported by Alphabet Art Photos.
Is it working? Oh, my voice has gone a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny.
What are you here to talk about today?
Feeling inside and the world. I've got a brand new chipmunk house and I'm looking for some artwork. Can you help me, please?
Of course I can help you. What kind of artwork are you looking for? Personalized?
Personalized, yes. But I'd really like something to put up on my walls.
On your walls? How about for, do you have a baby?
A baby, yes. A baby chipmunk.
Well, Alphabet Art Photos, they have a whole line of new nursery items.
Who is this?
Alphabet Art Photos. They make custom wall art.
Oh, that sounds like the nuts. So, you were saying?
Yeah, we have a lot of new nursery items for any chipmunk in your house.
Yeah, we've got quite a few monks.
We've got chipmunks. We actually have some for other animals, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my.
Oh my. I see a lot of them. They're quite scary.
Yeah, so if you're interested in any of those items, you can head over to Alphabet Art Photos on Etsy. Use promo code TNT30 for 30% off your order.
Oh, really? I'm very interested in your artwork. How do you accept payment? Do you take Bitcoin?
No Bitcoin. No, we accept card only, online, PayPal, or Acorns.
Acorns, yes, I have plenty. I keep them under my mattress. I'll have to dig them out. Is that okay?
That's great. That's perfectly fine.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded now.
All right, I'll let you go. That art will be in your mail speedy quick with our fast free shipping guarantee.
Oh, sweet free shipping?
Yes, free shipping. Domestic shipping, though. Your tree is close by?
My tree is very close. In fact, I think you might be able to see it.
Oh, wow, I do see it.
Yes.
Do you see me waving?
Hello.
Hi. Oh, no. Someone's just fallen out of the tree.
Oh.
We're done. We've cut. We're so done. That was the perfect amount of psycho.
Okay, play that shit back. So, okay, we're in danger of becoming dumberer.
Dumberer, yeah. Already starting.
Yeah.
And I fear, especially with the artists, there's people out there who I think will say, oh, why would I buy that? AI can do that. Oh, what's so good about them? AI can make the song that's just like that. They are willing to look past what goes into making certain art just because AI can do it as well.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think then, in terms of regulating, should there be a clearer, if you're looking at a piece of art, piece of music or whatever is being produced, should it have some kind of notification on there, some kind of certificate to say, to tell you how much percentage of AI has gone in to develop this piece?
There needs to be a disclaimer, I think.
Disclaimer.
On anything AI, which is like the things that we bought online.
Yeah.
Didn't read the description. Look at me. In the description after the fact, it says images were created using AI.
Right,
like,
right.
Okay, my bad then.
So it was there.
It was there, but if anything, there needs to be like a class about it.
What do you mean?
Like teaching people what AI looks like.
Oh, so like more bringing more awareness to it.
Yeah. I've seen so many videos online of someone's older parent showing them this crazy video they saw of this like waterfall that is impossible, first of all, to be a thing that exists. And like, look at this. This is in this place. Isn't this amazing? And the kids are like, that's AI.
Yeah.
And they're like arguing to
this
the
is
death.
real.
This is real, you know. And there's other things that go into that, right? Pride and not wanting to look stupid and
all those things.
Doubling down.
Yes.
Yeah, people just don't know what it looks like. And then that's also the scary part. People can get tricked and lied and deceived.
But it's AI, replication of voices.
Oh my gosh. And like deep fakes.
We've talked about taking people's images and then producing video and voiceovers.
Yeah.
And then you look at this, you look at the video and you think, hang on, is that them? Is it not them? You don't know.
Yeah.
So there's that as well.
And then back to the like politics and things in the world of fake news. It's so easy to see an image or a video and people just believe it.
Oh, I know.
And then, it's like, where's the line?
What's real, what's not?
I just think with anything in the world, people will find a way to use it for good and for bad.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
You just have to be aware.
Yeah. I just think like, on movies, you have, certificate 18, certificate 21. If you have like some kind of certificate on a piece of art that just tells you this was 50% created AI, 50% human, or just some kind of degree, so you know. So if you're thinking of buying this piece of art, I want to know to what degree is AI and what's human.
Yeah.
And that's gonna influence how much I want to pay for it, or if I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah. And some people, they're buying art just because they like the way it looks. Then I can see them not caring if it's AI.
I don't care. Yeah, it's just going to look good on
my
my wall.
But then other people buy art for the art of it and what went into it creatively or supporting the artist that made it.
Yeah.
So like you said, choice, give them the option.
And we're all different. We've all got different means. We've all got different things that are important to us. So for some people, I think that's the key is they're going to look at something and go, I just want to fill a space on my wall. I don't care.
Yep.
It's cheap. I'm going to get it. It's going up there. It's going to look great. Other people, they want something that has come from an artist that's feeling, all that. It's emotive artwork.
Or
it's
something personal to them.
For sure, yeah. I mean, back to the music. AI could produce a piece of music, melodies and whatnot. But I don't think there's, you've got that emotion that a real songwriter, someone who plays their own music, produces their own sounds. I think there's a story, a human story behind all of that, right? Someone's writing a song and, it's about a bad breakup or this, that, and the other. You should be able to feel that story behind the music, right?
I think so.
Versus AI.
Yeah, and it's not just the lyrics, it's the way it's composed. You can bring emotion out with the type of music that's being played as well. Just that.
Yeah.
But then also the lyrics too, because I think AI is very basic.
Just like our intro, right?
Yes. Yeah. And there's certain metaphors and analogies and things that a human brain can think.
Yeah.
And AI is just point blank, like, this is what's happening. There's no, it's all surface level.
Very
stuff.
much so. It's like this AI's interpretation of how we speak.
Yeah. I mean, for our intro for today's episode, how many times did they say creative and the creative mind, the creative soul? And we're not just spilling the tea. It's like, okay, let's get a little bit different here. Yeah. Just pulling words from the prompt and just dropping them in there.
It's like Mr. Cheese is here with a topping of cheese, and that seems to be the AI. You can tell. I think, if you go on Insta and you see the captions, if there's like an emoji, there's something, and then there's like the caption, and then another emoji, and then it's written in some kind of cheese level.
Yep.
I'm thinking that's AI. That's AI. But then that has probably saved someone a half an hour.
Yeah, like we would use it for our business Instagram probably captions, but I would never use it on my personal Instagram
And I think
captions.
you can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't want to lose that personality that I have.
Yes.
But if it's a business thing, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
you gotta appeal to the masses. Then here's another thing. Isn't it that AI, it pulls from other existing things?
Yes.
So then the issue people have is the people that they're pulling from,
Yeah.
they're not getting any credit.
No.
They're not getting rights
They're
to this
not.
for the AI to use
And
it.
did they even give permission?
No, that's another thing too. So then that's messy because at the end of the day, all you're using is a compilation of everyone else's original work
Yes.
to create something that's
Something new. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all plagiarized kind of in the end.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to look at it like that. And also, it's kind of very collaborative in a way. But I think that the key is permission.
Yeah.
Did I allow this picture, this image that I posted online, did I allow it to be used in this form?
And then sold.
Yeah, and sold.
Probably.
And someone else is profiting from it. And,
Yeah. Or changing my art.
Yeah. It's an ethical minefield.
It really is. And then there's like the AI boyfriends and stuff.
Tell me more.
Well, that's just scary in and of itself. It's like we don't need people to get more like socially unaware and awkward. Like learn how to speak to humans, don't be holed up in your room talking to some robot AI thing and developing connections with it. Also you can just chat with AI, and people use this as a tool to get advice. But
Okay.
then what is it? It's all just kind of generic advice or they don't have that human element of sometimes you'll ask your friend something and they'll tell you a half truth, or they know how to say it in the right way, or they know you, so they know how you'll best receive information.
Yeah, good point.
And AI doesn't have that.
It's quite blunt.
Yeah, but not that that's a good or a bad thing, but or they can just miss the mark entirely, and then you're off getting some
Send
shit
you down
weird
the wrong
advice.
path. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just, even that, which is seen as a good thing, it can be a bit messy too. I just don't know.
Quite clunky, yeah.
Even a therapist, the main thing a therapist does is just sit there and stare at you until you cry, and AI can't do that.
No.
It's like, just that alone has brought out so much
emotion. I think
then,
that's important.
Yeah.
Is the AI-ness lacks the human connection and emotion.
Yeah, they're telling you the right answer all the time, the facts only, and sometimes you need the other parts.
The other part. The AI model strives for perfection.
Yeah.
Right? And I think what separates us humans is our imperfections. And that's what we should be celebrating, is our imperfections. And I think that's at the end, if AI and art and in all sorts of spaces keeps going down this path, I think it's going to actually force us to appreciate the imperfections way more. For
sure, especially if you get to a point of being so used to it, you don't realize what you have till it's gone type thing. Yeah. You're like, wait, I missed the messiness of humans.
Exactly. It's the shiny new thing right now. And people are still figuring it out because it's so new. We're all working out how it incorporates into our lives. I think down the road, we're going to push back, and I think we're going to, we'll want to go back to how messy, how imperfect, that's the human element there that we'll be after.
It's a pendulum. Everything is, right? Just
pendulum,
keep swinging.
Keep swinging. I mean, I think AI, as we know, it's not going away. It's hanging around. I read something or saw it recently, very recently, and it was the top 4 big companies. They're going to invest $315 billion.
What, AI?
In AI.
Oh my God. Why?
For their businesses to improve their processes and to improve their businesses. They're investing $315 billion, not mil, but bill in AI. So it's around, that's a lot of money.
And then doesn't that make you think, okay, what are they doing?
Yeah, what's the investment
is their plan? What are they seeing? Because then I'm like, they're got to be letting people go.
Yeah, back to that redundancy.
They have to be investing all this money to replace human jobs.
Yeah.
That can be done more proficiently, whatever, and cheaper, because now they have to see a return on investment in that.
That's a lot of investment.
Yes. And I think a lot of that is unfortunately wages, right?
People, yeah. Where does that leave people? Do people have to retool? Do they have to? Where does that go?
Or go to a more moral business. Because I do think, yes, there are those bigwig billionaires out there who will always go the cheaper route, or no matter what. But there are other companies that will stand on firmer ground.
A moral grounding.
I think.
Yeah.
But it is a bit scary because it does make the market much smaller. And kids coming up now or like going to college, rethink that one major, that might be obsolete.
In 10, 15 years time. Yeah. Like what I'm learning now, is that going to be, AI is a disruptor. It's disrupting many spaces.
Yeah.
Where does that leave the workforce?
Mm-hmm. And then even the medical field, like little robots who can do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's scary.
Yes.
Because then they say the benefit is, no human error.
Yeah.
Which is I could see that. But there's also, I think mechanical error is scarier. Like what if this like starts like smoking and
slicing you up?
Like a glitch, or it just dies, or like what?
Can you imagine that, going in for an operation and there's no human there, and you're thinking, that's a lot of element of trust, right?
Seriously, I can't even trust my computer or my iPhone. It glitches out, it freezes, it dies.
Right.
What?
Yeah. You get black screen suddenly. Your eyes are starting to get heavy. You're counting back from 10. And then
it starts glitching.
And you're like, whoa, no.
Oh my God, yeah.
How am I going to wake up with my eyeball in my chest and my ear like attached to my armpit?
I'd like to think it wouldn't get to that point, but who freaking knows?
No, I don't know. I mean, if we have more AI, once you pair AI with robotics as well, you're going to have a lot more automated actions, tasks that the humans will no longer be required.
Yeah.
I've heard different sides to that. And one of them is that humans will then have more free time.
But to do what? Everyone's always obsessed with this idea of free time.
To be creative and create art, of course.
That no one wants anymore.
Right, because they're gone with the AI.
God,
I know.
It's so insane.
Yeah. Should we keep AI out of our creative space? Because once we don't have jobs, that's what we'll be focusing on.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
Because we're going to have free time.
Uh-huh. Totally. I think everyone just needs to rewatch WALL-E. Let's refresh our brains on WALL-E.
Right.
That was like a joke on like humans back then, and that came out in like the early 2000s. But it's a bit more real now.
Is it what, Cautionary Tale? I don't know if I've seen it.
It's a good one. You should watch it. I was thinking actually about rewatching it. You should watch it tonight. It's about, a little robot in a futuristic Earth.
Okay.
And he's like, I think he's like a little trash robot or something. He goes around and cleans up. Mm-hmm. He's so cute. But all the humans are, they're all overweight. For one, and they're sitting in their little hovercraft chairs, and they don't do anything, and they drive around, and they get the food delivered, and there's screens everywhere, and everything's just automated for them.
Mate, I don't want to live in that world.
No. People prioritize money over human
interactions, human connections. If there's so many, just humans connecting with humans.
Yeah,
is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And if we become more isolated and see less humans, then obviously you're going to get less of that.
And I have a fear people will be willing to do that for a long time until it gets to a point where it's, I don't know, we have a problem with not really seeing the problem until it's too late.
Too late. And that's back to your point of we always go the easy path.
Yeah.
Default, lazy mode.
Yeah. People just need to be hesitant and aware and as knowledgeable as they can be on AI.
Be aware.
I think everyone doesn't need to be screaming in the streets, freaking out.
Right.
Yeah,
calm down.
Just be aware.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you don't go heavy into it, but if it assists you in certain aspects of your life, use it as a tool.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. Mm-hmm. But don't lose sight of human connection, creativity, imagination, curiosity. Yeah. All those things that makes us us.
Yeah. Don't lose your morals, but also don't beat yourself up if you use a little bit of AI here and there.
Yeah. First of all, when it came on the scene, I was big, oh, no thanks, that's not for me. And just that whole, new thing, scared of it, don't understand it. And, that's pretty normal human reaction, isn't it? Something that's new and you don't understand, then you become fearful.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying is raise your awareness, personal awareness to it, to try and understand.
Yeah.
And see how it could benefit you in your own life. Mm-hmm. But don't overuse or abuse it.
Yeah.
That's our moral of the story.
That's it. That's
our
the
AI
moral
story.
of the AI story. And all of that was entirely AI.
Yes, we
Just
put
kidding.
a prompt in, and these are not our real voices. These are actually AI-produced, generated voices.
Right. So I think it's about time for teapot questions. But this week we're going to do something a little different.
Switching it up, right?
Switching
today.
it up. We're going to have a different little segment. We'll still do a teapot question if we have time.
Yeah,
But
don't worry.
Don't worry.
Teapot could be making its rattle.
Be rattling soon. Last week we were talking about the little rhymes. And
The rhyming
sayings.
slang, yeah.
You know, do a little segment of that. Rich has compiled a list
Yeah.
of some of them, and he's kind of just going to quiz me.
Yeah, I thought this could be helpful, not just for you. I think you know quite a few of these. We'll see. We'll see in this little quiz. You know, there might be some words, some slang, and whatever that crops up now and again as we're chatting.
Yeah, crops up is kind
Crops
of one
up.
instead of pops up.
Exactly. That people might think, I can kind of guess what he's saying if I put it all together in context.
Yeah.
But I thought, this would be kind of neat just to go through some of these and give you some definitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich vocab playbook.
Yeah, here we go. Right, this is not AI'd. This is all from my brain.
Nice. Love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
We'll go with some low-hanging fruit first.
Okay.
What is a fella or a bloke?
That's just like a man, a boy, right?
Yeah.
Are those specifically like good friends though?
No, same as
Just-
dude. Same as dude. He's a nice fella. Top bloke.
Good bloke.
He's a good bloke, you know.
Do you guys say it in a way that we sometimes say dude? Can it be like a
Hey, dude.
or like, all right, chill out, bloke.
Chill out,
Fella. Or you know how sometimes we're like, dude, that was crazy.
I love the word dude. Since coming here, moving here, living here, I love the word dude.
Dude's good. Also,
So
you call
good.
me dude. It's more of just a
And that's fine, right?
gender neutral term. I think.
Yeah. Whereas these are not.
Yeah, those are very obviously like
Yeah. Top bloke, top banana.
top banana.
Do you like that one?
Not really.
It's just same as top bloke. It's top fella.
Interesting. Top banana.
He's a top banana, that one.
I actually, now that I hear it again, I kind of do like
it's
it.
all right.
It's kind of fun. Okay.
All right. This one might be a bit trickier.
Okay.
Now, my brother texted this morning and he said he just said, right, I'll take a gander. I'm going to take a gander.
Okay.
All right, what do you think about that one?
That's like take a peek, right?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that one?
I do know that one.
Is
I
that
don't
used
know.
here?
Maybe. It's so hard to tell now
Right.
because you're one of the people I spend the most time with
So,
these days.
yeah.
So it's like, wait, is that normalized or is
that
it just
normal?
normal in my life?
Right.
Let us know.
I think it comes from the goose.
Oh, what's gander and goose?
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The gander is the
Oh.
male goose.
Yes.
And I think when you take a gander, is like the gander is stretching his neck to take
he's peeking.
a better look.
Oh, okay.
Know what I mean?
like it. I like the
Yeah.
the definitions behind them.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're doing well on these.
look at me.
All right, you'll know this one for sure because you've used it. Chuffed.
Chuffed to bits.
I'm chuffed to bits.
That's like it's like you're really happy with that.
Yeah, really
Excited
satisfied,
yeah.
delighted, very happy with it. And you can almost get, we used to say this thing as kids. What do you want, a chuffedy badge?
Oh, I kind of am picking up on it, but
Yeah.
when would that like be used?
Okay, so someone's like, someone would run in and go, oh, I've just done this. You know, I've just done that.
Right.
And then like just instead of encouraging, saying, well
Yeah.
done, that was amazing. As kids, you wouldn't do that. You go, what do you want, a chuffedy badge?
Yeah, like sit down.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I do get that.
You want a badge on your front saying, ooh, look, I have accomplished stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We say that like, what do you want, a medal?
Exactly.
A ribbon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same kind of thing.
Chuffedy badge.
That's hilarious.
I haven't used that in such a long time.
You should bring it back.
I should bring it back. It's coming back.
Don't use it on me though. It'll hurt my feelings.
You've come in with an idea, like pitching an idea. Like, what do you want, a chuffedy
You
badge
want
for
a
that?
chuffedy badge? Or I'm like, hey, I woke up early this morning. What do you want, a chuffedy badge?
No, that's a medal.
Because isn't it usually used for things that are not that big of a deal?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, anyone could do that.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. All right, this one is legendary.
Legendary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
That's bollocks.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds.
That's bollocks.
It sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
That word, that bollocks. Like, yeah.
Yeah. You're talking out of your ass.
Yes.
There. Yeah. Now, it's slightly nuanced. You can add one word and it changes the meaning completely.
Oh, shit.
Ready?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Well, if I was to say, oh, that was the bollocks. I'm adding just the.
Oh, is that just like the shit?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. Just a little tweak.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny because we shorten it. We get rid of the bull and we just say the shit.
Ah.
But you guys keep the whole word bollocks.
Yeah. It's like, it's the mutts nuts.
Yeah. Oh.
You know that one?
No.
Really?
Is that the same thing though?
Well, you could say it's the dog's bollocks. If something is the bollocks, it means that's really great. But if you want to elevate it,
Okay.
that's the dog's bollocks.
Okay.
Yeah, weird, right?
Interesting. Yeah. I feel like we have one of that. That's the.
Oh, the cat's whiskers.
I fear that is a British one as well.
Ah,
That's the. Oh, it'll come to me. The cat's meow, maybe.
the cat's meow,
I think is what I'm thinking
That's-
of.
yeah.
So not whiskers, but that's the cat's meow.
which is also pretty darn good.
Yeah. Then there's like horse's ass.
You're the horse's ass.
Do you guys say that?
The horse's ass.
That might be similar to jackass.
Ah.
Like, oh, you're being such a like that's a horse ass.
Mm.
Maybe I'm making this one up, but I feel like that's a thing.
All right.
Maybe it's a southern thing.
Maybe we might clear that up in a bit of housekeeping next week.
All right.
The bee's knees.
Oh, we say that. You know, that's my favorite drink.
Exactly.
That's like, that's good. That's the cream of the crop.
Yes.
That's the good.
Yes, the
good
bee's
stuff.
knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this one. I don't know if I've said this much around you, so this might be a tester.
Okay.
All right. If I just said to you, oh yeah, I'm knackered.
You're tired. All knackered out.
Very good.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
That also is another one that sounds like what it is.
Exactly.
In my brain. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's that? Is that onomatopoeia?
No, onomatopoeia is like boom, bang, crash. It's words that are the
sound.
sound. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm learning.
Look at you.
Yeah. Yeah, you should get this one too. That's a little bit dodgy.
Ooh, sketchy. Or iffy.
Sketch.
Right,
Yeah.
sketchy, yeah.
Iffy. Dodgy.
Like a dodgy part of town, I feel like I've heard
Yeah.
you guys say. Or that
Yeah.
guy's a bit dodgy.
He's a dodgy
A
fella.
shifty person.
Shifty.
Yeah.
Ah. I like sketchy.
Sketchy's good, yeah.
Such a good word.
Such a good word.
And then just shorten it a little bit. Oh,
Sketch.
Sketch.
Or sus.
Sass.
Yeah.
I love sass.
I
Yeah.
need to do, maybe after this, I'll look some up quick. You
Yeah.
need to do some American
Uh-huh.
ones. And that would be good for your side of the pond listeners.
Exactly. Yeah, they can learn a few bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
You like bits and bobs?
I do like bits and bobs. That one's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like bits and pieces, but
Yeah.
bobs is just a funny.
What is
cute-
that? Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Bits and bobs.
Like bits
You
and
said
bobs.
it in a previous episode, twiddles or something.
Do a twiddle.
And I forget what that is. Twiddle.
Just a little spin, little
Okay.
turn around.
That's right.
Gutted. Gutted, mate. I'm totally gutted.
That sounds like what it is.
Exactly, again,
too. Your
right?
guts are out. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just devastated.
Right.
Just gutted. Or it's like when someone punches you in the stomach and you're like, oh, it takes the wind out of you. You're just
Yeah.
like, I'm gutted.
Huh. I hadn't even thought of it. Sometimes you just say these words
I know, because they just are words.
and they're just, yeah. And you don't look into the meaning.
Don't think of why.
Whoa, gutted. I didn't even think about
Yeah.
a punch to the stomach.
Yeah, that's what I always think of. It's like, oof.
Yeah. This one, you might struggle. This might be your first struggler.
Okay.
Ready? And I'll try and say it without leading the witness.
Okay.
Skive off.
Skive off.
Yeah.
Is that like fuck off?
No.
Skive.
Skive, to skive.
To skive off. Brush off.
Mm-mm. Ah, good. This one's got the wheels
Try
turning.
to lead the witness a bit.
Give
me more.
Yeah. So skive off, it's probably implies to, you could skive off school. You could skive off work.
Oh, are we ditching?
Ditching.
Blow it off.
You should be there, but you're not.
Yeah, it's blowing it
Yeah.
off.
Okay. Blowing off.
Yeah.
But is blow off not a fart?
What? No, but that makes sense.
Really? You don't call a blow off?
No, what?
What?
That's funny though. That makes sense. That's what it is, right?
Yeah. My dad is king of the blow off.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Aren't all dads?
Right.
No, yeah, it's like you're blowing it off. You had plans and then you, and usually it's because something better came up. You're like, oh, I'm blowing that off.
I wouldn't say that in terms of plans. It's really a place where you really should be.
So like playing hooky.
Yes, playing hooky.
Okay.
That's it.
Skive.
Yeah, skive off.
Skive off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I said this one in a previous episode. Skint.
Skint. Oh yeah, like broke. No money.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I don't think I knew that one though before
Right.
you guys. Or I think maybe that might have been the first time I heard it and I just in context knew what you meant.
Yeah, helps.
It also kind of sounds like what it is, skint.
I'm skint.
It's almost like you're down to just your skin. Right?
Very good.
Look at me.
Yeah. You're looking at the
that's
the
how
word
I
and the
learn
meaning.
things.
Okay,
I
okay,
have
okay.
to associate something with it that makes sense in my brain.
Now, is that mnemonics?
Ooh, I think so. Yes, we've talked about this before. Yeah.
Where you're associating with pictures, is that right?
Pictures or other
Yeah.
things that you already know, or something that just makes sense.
Yeah.
And I've said before, certain words kind of have personalities in my brain
Yeah.
sometimes. That's how I differentiate, like the theirs, there.
Mm.
I just have a vibe to them in my head.
What
if
is their
that makes sense. Like their, THEIR, like multiple people. That when I see it, I think E and I.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. Therefore, those are two different people that you're talking about.
That's
It's
neat.
theirs,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then the THERE is the basic one. That's nothing's going on there. That's weird. That's just the most common one over there. There it is. Basic. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh. Oh. What's that? I just
We almost lost him.
lost. Oh, bollocks. Oh,
Get it out. Get it out.
oh dear.
And then lastly, the they are, that one's easy because the apostrophe just replaces the A
Wow.
and it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart. Look at that.
That's how the brain goes.
Yeah.
And my mom also has this because she's the one who taught me most of these tricks growing up.
Well, where did she get it from?
I don't know.
Let's investigate.
Yeah.
Do you do this for every single word in the
Oh
English
my
language?
God, so many words.
Really? Or
Yeah.
just those that are multiples of?
all the ones that I need to remember.
Right.
Anyways, all these things. Back
Many
back
things.
to the script.
All right. It's a bit of a bod job. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I
I
gotta
thought
say,
that was a new one.
no, that was just me tripping over.
That was a hodgepodge
It was
of
a
a word.
hodgepodgey job. Right, ready?
Yeah.
A bodge job.
A bodge job?
BODGE.
Is that like
It's a
a
bit of a bodge job, that, mate.
like a hack job?
You've done it again.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, and I haven't heard that one.
You've never heard that
I don't
one.
think so.
Is it the way I said it?
Maybe. Also, it sounds like it is too.
It's a bit of a bodge job, that.
Bodge. Yeah. It kind
Yeah.
of sounds like
You've kind of
bodge.
repaired, fixed something very clumsily.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, get the duct tape out
Yeah.
and that'll fix it.
Uh-huh.
And it's not going to hold
Is that how you describe haircuts too?
totally.
Yeah, because that's what hack job mostly is like,
There's a bit of
Haircut.
a bodge job. Yeah. Who done that?
or like, yes. Or like on The Grinch, I think, when he's a little kid and he shaves and they're like, look at that hack job. That's
Okay.
what
Yeah. A
they
bit of a
say.
bodge job, that one.
Yeah.
Miffed.
Miffed. Is that like ticked off?
Yeah. What? Annoyed or
Annoyed.
upset.
Miffed.
Miffed.
It's the same vibe as ticked, the word, and then also like pissed off, not pissed drunk.
Well, that's pissed and pissed off. That's slightly different. Whereas you use those here, right? Pissed off,
Pissed off.
but you can leave that off and just use pissed, and it's the same meaning for
yes,
you guys.
same meaning. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pissed. Yeah.
Well, if you said that to me, I'd be like, well, how many sherbets you had?
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Yeah. No, that's just strictly like I'm just mad.
Huh, yeah,
But we
now-
will say
yeah.
pissed drunk.
Ah, okay. This one, I'm pretty sure you've heard this one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit of a wanker.
Oh, a little.
He's a right wanker. But there's a real direct translation, I think.
Well, like wank
Yeah.
is like jerk off, right?
Yes.
So he's like jerk off.
He's a
kind of.
jerk.
Yeah,
Yes.
jerk. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we'll say jerk here. And we'll call other people jerk offs fully, which I think is like wanker. Oh, what a jerk off.
What a total wanker.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Snog.
Oh, that's to kiss.
Ah, you
I
do know
only
that
know
one.
that one because of the movie Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, I think is what it's called.
I've not seen it.
It's a movie that came out when I was a kid, younger, and it's a British movie, I think, or at least takes place there. And it's like a preteen coming of age, funny movie. And yeah, she just wants to, gonna wear a thong now that she's older, and she's gonna learn how to snog.
Right, going for a first proper snog.
Yeah. And that was a very like British movie. So that's my first learning of snogging.
Okay, yeah. Proper kiss.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Is it like make out?
I guess that's, your make out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think I'm done on my list. I mean, you've been good at these. I don't know whether it's because we hang out.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or just sort of TV programs and whatnot.
Also, I've mentioned before the One Direction obsession that took over my life for a good 10 years or so.
So you got a lot of it from there.
Yeah, they said a bunch of stuff that I just learned.
Yeah.
Should I do some American ones? Do we have time?
Sure.
I hate to save it for a different episode.
Let's do it while we're on it.
Just a quick run through of these. And I feel like most of these, God, we go through so much slang. Just cycled. Each generation comes up with their own.
Oh, big time.
So some of these are...
I bet I won't know.
Easy. All right, so we've got chill.
Chill, man, yeah.
We've got airhead.
Yeah. Airhead like a dummy.
Yep. Dope.
Oh, see now, dope. Dope. It could be a bag of drugs.
Yeah.
Or you're a bit of a dope, bit stupid.
Okay. Yeah, right? Yeah.
But here, I think you use it more as like, that's dope.
Like that's
sick. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar, legit.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah. Like that's just like cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got bay.
Oh, okay. You got me on the bay.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Can you give me a bit more? Can you?
Yeah.
Go on.
That's my bay.
That's not much. That's my bae.
Hanging with bae tonight. Texting bae.
My babe?
Yeah.
My boo?
My boo. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like my bae. B-A-Y.
But you know what it stands for? It's B-A-E.
Would the first word be baby?
Nope.
No. Beauty?
Nope.
Go on.
It's a good word because it sounds like babe. They've just removed the B, basically. Bae. But it means before anyone else.
Ooh. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. That one was popular years ago. Yeah. Now it's kind of like, do not call me bae, please.
Dang, I thought I was learning something relevant.
Cap.
Cap, no cap.
Cap,
right.
no cap.
So hang on, we got cap. I'll pop a cap in your ass. Right, we got that. But cap and no cap, it's like real and not real.
Yeah, cap is like that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
Yeah,
you're capping.
Yeah, and no cap is that's legit.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Did you think I'd know that one?
I was surprised you didn't know bae, but you knew cap.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean you've heard it. Yeah, it's definitely out there a lot.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Cringe. I love cringe. That's a little bit cringe. That's a bit icky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghosted.
Yeah. Ghosted me.
Gone ghost.
Gone dark.
Yeah. Goat.
You're the goat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Someone's a goat. We've got Messi's the goat.
Right.
Yeah, the greatest of all time.
There you go. Nailed it. Lit.
Too lit. It's lit. I was lit. Hang on. I'm struggling.
No, you got it. That's
lit.
it.
I was lit last night. Yeah, totally lit. I had like all of 2 pints.
That's one way to use it. It also is used to describe something. Like it's hype. Oh, that's lit. Or that concert was lit.
Oh, okay.
That song is lit.
Yeah.
Oh. What about like crash out?
Crash and burn. Crash out. Like fell asleep. I was lit last night, and me and my bae, we were.
Shut the hell up.
We crashed out.
But crash out now, it can also be used as like freaked out. I crashed out.
Snap.
They're crashing out over there. It's like someone's having a meltdown.
Having a meltdown.
Jonesin.
On my ownsin. I'm Jack Jonesin. I'm going solo.
Oh, interesting. No.
No? Oh, I'm on my Jack Jones.
I'm jonesing for a cigarette.
Ooh, fiending.
Yeah. Craving.
That's different then.
Yeah. Okay. That's most of the ones I could find that were
good ones.
Relevant. God, there's so many though that the kids are saying these days. I don't even know what's going on. Well, all right. I think that's it for today.
Yeah. Are you getting into anything? What are you up to rest of the week? Or?
Oh, on Friday I'm going out of town.
Oh, it's Valentine's.
That's right.
Yes. Yep. Where are you guys going?
Aaron and I are going to Nashville. We're going to see Father John Misty. Some of y'all listening might know who he is. Yeah, just a little weekend trip.
Sweet.
Fun.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We've got our salsa classes tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah. Lesson 3.
You guys are pros at this point, I bet.
Right. Last week's, I didn't tell you this, last week's was tough. It was, so she introduced this move where the lead would have to move your arm and then your head goes underneath, and then it's all a big thing about then the arm goes round the back, and then it's you're just moving closer to then be able to go back and forth kind of thing.
Interesting.
Anyway, the whole group, we couldn't get it.
Damn.
Really, we spent like half hour easy trying to master this new move. So the instructor, she was wandering around, and we were like, we need help over here, please. And I was like, we're trying. I was getting frustrated. I was really getting frustrated with it because we really wanted to get this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
And she almost went full Yoda on me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was like,
do not try. Please, more.
That's more. Do or do not. There is no try.
she went,
That was perfect.
she went full Yoda.
Oh, my
and I was like,
fucking
I did a double take. I did a snap. I was like, whoa, okay.
She's 2 feet tall suddenly.
Yeah.
What happened? She's
to her?
green.
And I was like, whoa, okay. I will not try. I will do.
So did you do it?
We did it.
Wow.
It was just that Jedi encouragement.
Jedi mind.
Yeah,
trick.
Jedi mind.
All right. Well, you guys know the drill. You know what to do.
What have they got to do? This is the end of the show. What have they got
Everything.
to do?
Confetti's falling.
Oh.
Follow the Instagram
Mhm.
at Tea and Toasties Pod.
Right.
We'll be posting all the photos from today's episode, our severance balloons,
Ooh, the
our
balloons.
AI nonsense photos.
Yeah.
We'll post that new item we were talking about in there.
Yes.
And then, did you want to do a giveaway? Why not, right?
Should give something away.
Yeah.
Why
We'll
not?
post a picture of the item if you want it.
Yeah.
Comment, a lion emoji?
Yeah, I mean it's the thing we were talking about. It's the wall hanging for a
Storybook.
nursery.
You'll see it.
It's
Go
got,
to the Instagram
yeah,
right now
go
and look
check
at
out the
it.
picture if you fancy that. If you want that on your wall, or you know someone who might love that on their wall.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Little baby.
All right, and let's restrict it to domestic shipping
sorry,
only.
guys.
That one guy the one who's in Australia, our listener. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, we're not shipping there.
Nope.
This is free shipping, so we're not doing that, and we're not shipping to all my family in Chelmsford, England. It's not going there.
Ouch.
And that other one guy who's on the oil rig in the
In the
Atlantic
middle of the
Ocean.
ocean. We have a listener in the middle of the ocean.
We can't ship there either.
Sorry.
So domestic.
That's that. Enter to win if you want to win that. I guess we'll just choose a random one, put it in some kind of generator, or we'll just give it to the one person that comments.
I don't think you'll have to do too much to win it. Please, somebody, just
please.
one person,
Someone, anyone.
add that line emoji.
Yeah. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. Even if you don't listen over there, that would help us loads. At Tea and Toasties. Leave a review, a comment, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yeah.
That'll get our numbers up. Download the episodes.
Yeah.
Share with your friends.
Share with your friends. If you've been telling your friends about this pod and you want to share it and you think they could benefit from it somehow, some minor little way, then just say, hey, there's this new pod. You might want to listen.
All right. That's it, I think.
All right.
And we'll what? Speak at you
Speak
next
at you
week.
next week. Hang on. And
What?
TTFN.
TTFN. Bye.
All right. Later.